Hello there. It's Mr. Drusilla himself. One of my friends at the store nearby. He usually says that every time I walk in. So, but yeah, I thought I'd show you guys my garden. Things are looking pretty good, and I'm actually tweaking it a little bit over today and tomorrow. I'll show you what I'm doing today though. I added rotted wood, just a little bit, you know, just little chunks of it here and there in each of the beds. I didn't add any to here. I don't expect them to live because I've been doing a little bit of research on annual gardening, which I'm no expert, by the way, if you haven't guessed. Yeah, I'm trying to see what I can do to get these growing a little bit better. I did, however, I didn't show picking them, but I did just get probably 10-12 green beans from the beans in here, the rattlesnake pole beans. So, and I got 3 or 4 sweet peas from these right here. This one's been chowed into. It's the only reason I haven't picked that one. They can eat anything that's a little funky. I'm sure this one's just fine. It's just growing. But yeah, so it's looking good. The watermelon's still really small over here, but squash is doing good. So yeah, grain corn's growing. Everything's growing at a steady pace. But yeah, so that's the veggie garden. The flower garden. So all these are growing tall. I have a bunch of, weeds in here, but it's I'm really just trying to get this soil living again for next year. These flowers are growing up nice and tall. I mean, look at this. This is beautiful right here. Got those purple ones up in the back. Got some more all right there. Look at that. You can even see sunflower blooming back there. It's awesome. There's a bunch of sunflowers all coming in along here. Trying to make a little bit of a sunflower wall. Here's that phlox that I got from Lowe's. I don't remember what it's called exactly, but path is doing good on this side. That's I'll show you those in a second. Yellow coneflower or black eye Susan. It said yellow coneflower when I bought it, but it looks like black eye Susan. So got a blanket flower here. Now it's not running right now, but I got a little bump, or a little fountain I should say, for this little skeleton frog. So hopefully I'll be seeing some frogs and birds and squirrels and whatnot drinking from here, maybe living in it. I will get a pump eventually and make a waterfall and everything and put this up here, but for the time being this is what I've got. Planter back here, it's kind of sad, to be honest. It ain't doing great. I think it's because it's not getting enough sun. So I'm gonna move that one. These are doing all right. My basil's looking good. It's getting chewed up, but it's still growing pretty good. Citronella's all right. It's not, and again, I need to move it to a bigger pot. I've yet to do that for some reason. This flower pot's doing good. Got a whole bunch of little guys in there. Sunflowers are shading it out though. I don't know when I put sunflowers in there. This is a mess. Let's admit that. We've got blackberries, we've got morning glories, we've got potatoes, we've got sunflowers, some kind of squash or pumpkin or something. What I'm guessing is tree of heaven back there, which sucks. It grows right here too. There's I think I cut it down right here actually. but I gotta get rid of those if they are a tree of heaven. I'll have to really I have to let it grow a little bit taller and try and identify it then. But still not too much growth in here. There's some sunflowers, you know, but I'm not seeing much of what I planted back here. So there's a good chance that what I did throw back here needs to go through winter and get a cold stratification, I believe is the wording. Right here, it's also kind of a mess. You know, my blueberry, raspberry, and just a bunch of weeds, really. I mean, there's morning glory in there. There's some good stuff, but it's really just weeds. You know, they don't look great, but next year I think I know what I'm gonna do, and you'll just have to wait till next year to see it. But yeah, I'll be picking at these here and there, but I don't, mainly just letting them grow just for the soil health. Once this soil is healthy, you know, I can come through here with a basically a blowtorch and keep these walls real nice and wet. Bring everything, don't burn very close to it at all. I mean, it'd be a real hell of a controlled burn. I'm gonna have to stand here, basically burn up to right here, and then just leave like 6 inches to a foot and have it constantly watered by someone with a hose. That's what I'm thinking. But if I can do that, if I can pull it off, then next year's flower bed right here is gonna be absolutely stunning. Something I haven't shown you guys really much of is how well these sunflowers are doing. There's sunflowers, squash, pumpkin, watermelon. I mean, it's all growing up in here, but that sunflower wall is gonna be magnificent. We've got sassafras right here. I don't remember the name for this vine, but it is a native vine. We've also got eastern redbud right here, which you know, they shouldn't be there, but they are. So I'll be watching them and, you know, try to move them sometime in the towards the end of the season, so I'm not digging up all these plants. But yeah, so these are looking good. I think what I'm gonna do is next year is basically, you know, the same thing I did this year, is till up the top 2 inches of soil everywhere, pull up pretty much everything, and plant as many native seeds as I can, and really really keep the vegetable garden over there. And yeah, hopefully we'll have a lot more flowers than this next year. But that's the plan. There's a company called Roundstone Native Seed. That's where I'm gonna be getting all my flowers for right here. All right here, all underneath there, here, all right here, all right there. It's all gonna be native flowers. And then the plan is to do the same thing in my vegetable garden. So I want to put a fence, shrubs all along there leading up to this tree, and then from right there coming kind of at an angle so you can walk right there through here next to these shrubs, and then you come into this little clearing basically, and in this it's basically a little boxed in area. You got all the shrubs there, you got all the fence there and everything, and just all right here. is going to be vegetable garden. Basically the edges of the fence and the shrubs, they're going to be wildflowers to try to support as many pollinators as possible. And I'm going to try to plant as many different things that will grow here as possible. I've been using let's be honest, I've been using one of those robots you talk to, ChatGPT, and I've been fact checking the information, trying to make sure that my annual garden is going to be much more glorious than this next year. Because this is great and all, I like this, you know, it's something, but let's just say I can't wait for next year. Also, check out the Native Habitat Project. Guy named Ryan runs that channel, and he is trying to buy some land where there's a type of clover that he's trying to keep from going extinct, leafy prairie clover. So if you guys want to check that out, buy a shirt or join his Patreon or something like that. I'm sure he'd appreciate it, and I'm sure prairie clovers in general would appreciate it.